Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and here today with another exciting piece of inventory. This one is quite exciting because it's a Taycan 4S that's actually in stock as a new vehicle, which we haven't had in recent memory. Pretty well all of our new cars have been sold out, but we managed to get our hands on this one, and being that we haven't had one for a while, we thought we'd take the opportunity and make it kind of a special one in a unique color and really add some cool features to it. So I'm going to go through some of that with you. Starting with the basics though, as I mentioned, Taycan 4S. So the 4 tells you it's all-wheel drive. All the ones in Canada are. And the S tells you how much power it's got. Now this one is an S with the performance battery. So that means 562 horsepower, so a whole lot of power. I've spent a little bit of time in all the different Taycans, Turbo S, even the new GTS. I drove a little bit. We just got a new GTS that's our current demo. And I have to say the 4S is more than enough. It's a super, super fast car. It's the one that I would get. The other ones are pretty mind-bending, but overkill. This is more than fast enough. It's a very quick car. I guess let's dive into this guy in particular now. So Mamba Green Metallic is what this color is called. Really cool color, fairly new. There's not too many of them out there, and I think kind of fitting, right? It's a green car in terms of its efficiency, so why not make it green and make it really stand out on the road, which this color certainly does. And that metallic really sparkles in the sunlight. And then as far as the rest of the stuff outside, we went with kind of a gloss black theme. So these wheels are the 21-inch RS Spider wheel, which is a newer design for the Taycan as well, with some gloss black stuff in there. Lots of other gloss black accents were added, like the Sport Design side mirror with the gloss black base. Window trimming is gloss black as well. The gloss black door handles, which is a new option, hasn't been available from the outset, just was recently added. In the back, the Porsche logo is in black, so is the model designation, the Taycan 4S, that's gloss black as well. Oh, and I should have mentioned with the wheels, inside there you see the brake caliper. The typical color for a 4S would be red. We swapped those to be gloss black to again kind of go with the whole color scheme of the car outside. I think it looks pretty awesome. Some other stuff outside, the power charge port, so you can just kind of swipe your finger under this little black protrusion here, and then the charge port will go up electronically into the car, and then you swipe again, it comes down. Just kind of cool, higher tech feeling than the standard one, which would be push the button and it kind of pops up and then you press it back in, more like a conventional kind of fuel door. But this one's higher tech and more futuristic feeling, which is really what the Taycan's all about. So it definitely suits it pretty well. And I'll mention actually on that point, you'll notice charge ports on either side of the car. One is for the DC super fast charging, and the other one is for the more typical charging that you would have, any plug that you would find publicly outside of the Tesla chargers, they'll all use that plug, and the one that you'll get for home charging when you purchase a Taycan would be that AC plug as well. So you do have both available on the Taycan. So then let's move onto the inside of this car. This is a full black leather interior, so your seats are leather, so is the dash, so is the upper dash, the lower dash, the doors, everything in there is fully leather wrapped, which I love to see. Makes it feel very premium and just smells better, feels better. I love a full leather interior. And let's see here, I want to make sure I should have mentioned too, the larger charging cable. This one has the 7.5 meter cable, which is significant when you're ordering the car. There's no additional cost to go to that, but if you order the car with the shorter cable and then decide, that's too short, I need the longer one, it's several $100s to add it from our parts department. You can do it, but we always recommend just tick that box to have the longer one up front, because you don't want to need it and not have it. The other one was the puddle light projector, so when you open the door, it does project from under the door onto the ground and say Porsche, which is a nice subtle touch. But again, more on the inside of the car. So this one has a couple of packages. It has the premium package, which in this model year gives you the let's see here, the fixed panoramic roof. So you'll have the big glass roof here. It doesn't open on the Taycan, but it's fully glass. There's no center divider or anything. Lets a lot of light in the cabin, and it just looks cool having kind of that full glass roof with nothing kind of splitting it up in between. Very, very cool thing. Seat ventilation is added too. Heated seats already being standard on the car, and then you get the 14-way adjustable seat, which adds thigh extension and lumbar support over the basic 8-way seat. You also get the Bose sound system. You get the lane change assist, which is Porsche speak for blind spot warning. As well, you get the power folding mirrors, and then in addition to, and the surround view camera too, so you have the full 360-degree view, which is a feature I really love. And then the technology package as well. What that gives you is the passenger display, so there are several different screens in the Taycan. Your kind of gauge cluster behind the steering wheel, that's a screen, and then in the center you have your primary PCM, Porsche Communication Management System, that's kind of your main infotainment system, and then below that there's another screen for climate controls and some other things that you can do down there. Adding the passenger's display basically repeats that center PCM over in front of the passenger, so they can more kind of comfortably and conveniently use things like navigation if you want your kind of co-pilot there to be putting in your navigation destination, or if they want to play with the audio or whatever they want to do, they can do that all there. And it also just looks cool and really high-tech when you've got screens everywhere, so I think that's definitely worth adding. Also with that package you get the heads-up display, so you can project your speed and media information, all that kind of stuff, navigation directions up onto the glass, so you're keeping your line of sight closer to the road rather than looking all the way down at the screen. As well, the adaptive cruise control, so you can set your following distance from the car in front. If they slow down, then this one will slow down for you to maintain that set gap. So really well-equipped car, as I mentioned. We haven't had one in stock in quite a while, so we decided to add quite a bit to kind of show off what's available on the Taycan and do it in this awesome Mamba green color. So when we are done here, we're going to move it upstairs. It will be on display in our showroom. If you want to come and check it out, please do. And as I mentioned, we do have a dedicated Taycan test drive car as well. So if you want to come down and drive one, do give us a call and we'll be more than happy to do that for you. Thanks very much for watching.